Ideas are worthless. Everybody's got an idea. What separates the people who build something from people who just talk about it? It's execution. In session 1, we talked about philosophy and people. Today, we're talking about action. Stick around because I'm also going to share the principle that will protect your reputation for the rest of your career. These are principles 12 through 23 from Mary Kay Ash. And principle number 18 is the one that every single person in your company or your customers need to understand. The people you work closely with. Mary Kay didn't just have a good idea or even good ideas. She executed. She built a billion-dollar company because she understood that philosophy without action is just wishful thinking. Now, these principles are the bridge between what you believe and what you actually do. I've watched agents and leaders fail not because they didn't know what to do, but because they didn't do what they knew. And I know a lot of you know what you need to do. So these principles fix that, as long as you keep them right in front of you. If you missed session 1, principles 1 through 11, I'll link it up below. But watch it after this one. There's value in both. This session stands on its own, though. Let's get into it. Principle number 12. Help others get what they want. Here's a secret. By helping others reach their goals, you'll automatically get what you want. So stop asking, what's in it for me? Start asking, how can I help them win? When you focus on helping other people succeed, your success becomes a byproduct. It just happens. Now, the givers always end up ahead, but you also need to take action. Remember that. Principle number 13. Stick to your principles. Tactics can change. Principles never should. You can pivot your strategy. You can change your approach, but your principles? Listen, can't do it. You can adapt to the market. Just remember, your principles are non-negotiable. The moment you compromise who you are, you start losing, and it feels uncomfortable. And maybe not today, but eventually it happens. Know what you stand for and don't bend it, please. Principle number 14, a matter of pride. Instill pride in the company and the work. Here's something most leaders don't realize. People don't leave places they're proud of. Isn't that crazy? Think about that. If your team isn't proud to work with you, that's on you, not them. Build something worth being proud of. Create a culture people want to be part of. Give them a mission that matters. Pride is the glue that holds teams together, along with culture. Principle number 15, don't rest on your laurels. This one's a gut check for a lot of us. Success is rented, remember that. And the rent is due every single day. You've heard that before. That deal you closed last month, it doesn't matter today. That award you won last year, well, that doesn't pay the bills this year, does it? That big win from 5 years ago, nobody cares anymore. You have to keep earning it every single day. The moment you start coasting is the moment you start declining. So remember that. Principle 16, be a risk taker. Yep, you heard that right. Fail forward. If you aren't making mistakes, you aren't moving fast enough. The worst thing you can do is play it safe and stand still while the world moves past you. Look what's happening with AI. The world moves fast. So take the risk. Make that call. Try that thing. You'll learn more from your failures than you ever will from playing it safe. Principle number 17, work and enjoy it. That's a new take, right? Work and enjoy it. This is so important. Have fun. Humor and joy, they reduce the friction of hard work. If you're miserable, guess what? Your team is sad. They're angry. They're miserable. Energy is contagious. So pay attention to that, because so is negativity. So is anger. So is sadness. You can work hard and still enjoy the process. In fact, you have to. The leaders who last aren't the ones grinding themselves into dust. They're the ones who figured it out, and they love what they do. Here's what I've learned. The leaders who burn out aren't the ones who work hard. They're the ones who forget to enjoy it along the way. But enjoyment doesn't mean you're not serious. Listen, it doesn't mean it's not hard. And the next 6 principles are about getting serious results. Now, cool question for you. Before we keep going, which principle is the hardest for you so far? For me, it's number 15. Not resting on my laurels. I keep having to remind myself every single day that the rent is due. So for you, drop your number in the comments. And if you want the full PDF of this, all 23 principles from yesterday and today, do me a favor, DM me Mary Kay on Instagram and I'll send it over. Just make sure you put Mary Kay because I get a lot of DMs, and be patient because I'm slow. So let's finish strong. Principle 18, nothing happens until somebody sells something. This is the one I said everyone in your company needs to understand. And sometimes your customer needs to understand it too. I mean, if you have a house for sale, you're not getting paid until it sells, right? Because you're on commission. Same thing on the buyer side. You're representing the buyer. Guess what? On your end, you're not getting paid until something is found and you close on it. I think sometimes that's forgotten or maybe even overlooked, which is crazy, right? Every job, every role, every department, they all ultimately support the sales function. Marketing supports sales. Operations supports sales. Admin supports sales. Customer service supports sales. If nobody's selling, nobody's getting paid. It doesn't matter how good your systems are. It doesn't matter how pretty your brand is. If you're not selling, you're not surviving. So don't forget that. Principle 19, never hide behind policy. Don't use rules as a shield to avoid a difficult conversation or difficult conversations in general. Sorry, that's just our policy is a cop-out. It's lazy. It's lazy leadership. Be a human, please. Have the hard conversation. Make the tough call. Policies are guidelines. They're not excuses to avoid doing the right thing. Remember that. Principle number 20, be a problem solver. Don't dwell on the issue. Dwell on the solution. Dwell on the solution. Anyone can point out problems. That's easy. In fact, I get it every day. Leaders fix them. When something goes wrong, spend 10% of your energy on what happened and 90% on what you're going to do about it. Solutions move you forward. Problems keep you stuck. Principle number 21, less stress. Well, Tristan, that's easier said than done. Yeah, I know. But still, listen up. Mary Kay had a point. Create an environment that minimizes chaos. Stress kills productivity. It kills creativity. It kills retention. That's a big one. It kills health. Your job as a leader is to absorb stress, not create it for other people. When everything around you is chaotic, be the calm, please. Be the steady hand. That's what your team needs from you. Principle number 22, develop people from within. And you've heard this not just from Mary Kay, but from a lot of people. Loyalty is built when people see a future path for themselves. If your team doesn't see where they can go or where they can grow, they'll go somewhere else or they'll grow somewhere else. So promote from within. Invest in your people. Show them the ladder. Show them what's possible if they stay and grow with you. That's how you build the team. That's how you build a team that sticks around. And principle number 23, be a follow-through person. Now, this isn't the first time I hear about this one. I first heard it from Charlie Munger. It was in one of his speeches, but he may have learned it from Mary Kay. Who knows? But this is one that protects your reputation. For the rest of your career, your word is your bond. Do what you say you're going to do every time, without exception. People remember who follows through and who doesn't. Don't overpromise. Don't make commitments you can't keep, which is something sometimes I'm working on. And when you say you'll do something, do it. That's how you build trust. That's how you build a reputation. That's how you build a legacy. And I know a lot of you want to build that. 12 principles, all about action, all about execution. Ideas don't build companies. People who execute build companies. So stop planning and start doing. Stop talking and start executing. The world rewards action. If you want to see how to apply these principles in your own business every single day, I want you to keep coming back here. I want you to keep engaged in this podcast or YouTube show daily because I'm showing up for you. Do me a favor, subscribe here and share this with somebody you know absolutely needs this. And if you need all 23 principles, message me and I'll send them over. I'll talk to you tomorrow.